In a world where the dead don't stop coming and the living grow more dangerous by the day, finding a place to catch your breath is a rare blessing. And for a brief moment in The Walking Dead, Hershel's farm gave survivors exactly that, a moment to breathe, to regroup, and to remember what it was like to live. Unlike most locations in zombie fiction that come with obvious death flags, the farm isn't a trap in disguise. It's not a time bomb waiting to explode. It's simply a well-positioned, resource-rich country property that gives you an actual shot at surviving. In today's video, we're dissecting the Green family farm from season 2 of The Walking Dead and determining its survivability. But just so we are on the same page, the zombies in question are the slow, shambling undead ones like in the show, not any fast-running or mutated ones. So let's get started. The farm sits in the countryside backwoods of Georgia, far from dense urban strip malls and the massive herds of walkers that tend to follow them. This geographic isolation is one of its strongest advantages. The fewer people that lived nearby before the collapse, the fewer undead roam the area now. But it gets better. The surrounding terrain is covered with natural swampland, a geographic feature that works in your favor. These swampy areas can function as passive walker deterrents. The slow-moving zombies in The Walking Dead aren't agile. They stumble, shuffle, and get easily trapped or diverted by uneven terrain. Swamps can slow them down or even swallow them whole. It's not a perfect barrier, but it's a meaningful layer of natural defense, something most survivors would kill to have. And that's the first pro: isolation and natural geography doing half the work for you. What sets the farm apart from most safe havens in zombie fiction is that it's not just survivable, it's self-sustaining. The farmhouse itself is solid and, from what we can see, big as hell. Plus the added barn, so we have shelter for days. There's even a working well on site, which means clean water without relying on polluted rivers or risky scavenging trips.
What's the water situation here?
Got 5 wells on our land.
Just make sure you have someone walking its perimeter, or maybe build a fence by it. I don't know about y'all, but I would hate to consume walker-infested water. Then there's the land. Acres of open fields with ample space for farming. Whether you want to plant corn, raise vegetables, or rotate crops over seasons, this land supports it. And it's not just theoretical. The family living there had already been farming it for years before the outbreak. So it's not like starting from scratch. We'll be inheriting a working agricultural system. And let's not forget the livestock. Cows, chickens, horses, all still alive and well. That is a very rare advantage in the apocalypse. That livestock will give us meat, milk, eggs, manure for fertilizer. It's literally an active food system with real potential for longevity. In a post-apocalyptic world, there are a few locations offering the 3 basic necessities of survival without having you fight tooth and nail to secure them. The Green family farm gives you those things flat out. As promising as the farm is, it comes with one glaring flaw. It's not fortified. The only barrier around the property is a simple wooden fence. Against a few walkers, there's no problem. But against a horde, which could happen, it's a paper wall. Walkers don't need tactics or speed to overwhelm defenses. They just need numbers. A large enough group can lean into a fence until it falls under pressure. And once it goes down, the farm becomes a flat, undefended field. And in the show, that's exactly how the farm falls. A horde pushes through the fence with 0 resistance and the group is forced to flee without any fallback position. No walls, no trenches, no layered defenses, just open ground and panic. In a post-apocalyptic world where hordes migrate unpredictably and gunfire can echo for miles, defensive infrastructure isn't a luxury, it's a necessity, and the farm didn't have it. The farm also highlights a recurring problem in apocalypse fiction: people. Even though there was one small nearby faction, the only encounter we have with them is in a town at a bar, and they don't seem to be any bigger than a few people. I mean, they never even made it to the farm, but it was more so the people in our own group that passed a much bigger threat. Hershel and his delusions about the walkers, believing they're sick and not dead, creates tension with Rick's group. Shane's growing mental decline turns philosophical differences into explosive conflict. conflict. A divided group minimizes its ability to defend and maintain its home. That said, these weren't flaws in the farm itself. These were human problems, not structural ones. Now, on a scale from 1 to 10, 1 being you surviving less than a year, and 10 being you surviving 10 plus years into the apocalypse, I would rate the Green family farm an 8, maybe a 10 if you manage to beef up the perimeter defenses. It's honestly a decent zombie safe haven. You have shelter, an abundance of food, your own water source. It's far away from human civilization, and its work has already been laid out for you. The only issue I can see is its lack of perimeter defense. Once the zombies start having a hard time finding food in the cities, they'll start shambling towards the outskirts and inevitably run into you. However, I don't think that'll be happening as fast as the show portrayed it to be. But I want to hear what you guys think. Do you think the farm deserved a lower rating, or is it better than a 10? If you believe there are any important pros or cons that I missed, drop them in the comments below. Until next time, keep watching the dark, because it's definitely watching you.